Hello, my name is Amanda Taylor, and my persuasive speech is how technology is destroying human interaction. Have you ever gone into a restaurant to eat, and as you sit there, you casually sip your sweet tea and you survey the other people around you? Do you see a trend as you watch? If you're a fairly observant person, you will see that upon looking around the various tables of the room, depending on the number of people at that table, at least a few of them will have their eyeballs glued to a screen of some kind. You may even notice every patron at a table doing this, including toddlers and high chairs. Smartphones have become a necessity to everyone in the world. Data packages, Wi-Fi, and all things that accompany this allow us to access the internet so often that we no longer sit down to have a conversation with each other. According to Catherine Steiner Adair, a clinical instructor in the psychiatric department at Harvard University, screens are harmful to families. In her new book, The Big Disconnect, Protecting Childhood and Family Relationships in the Digital Age, Adair asserts that technology is becoming a co-parent. Instead of reading a book to their child, they simply allow children to sit in front of a television for hours. An animated program that provides some educational content often misleads parents to believe that they are helping their child by allowing them to watch hours of television every day. Adair also goes on to say that from the age of 0 to 5, children develop neurologically what is known as the sensorium. This is developed through interactive play, outdoor play, building blocks, skipping, and coloring. It is delayed when these things are only being watched and not personally done by each child. This also leads to a problem with social interaction for many children. You can now finance electronics with almost any company and make monthly payments until the balance is paid off. Therefore, they are available to everyone. Texting has become a fixture in almost all aspects of life. Even employers use technology to speak with their coworkers or their employees. It is used in several schools. Teachers use it to communicate with parents of their students. It's often used by pharmacies and doctors' offices to communicate with patients and customers. Tablets, computers, and smartphones are overused in the school setting also. Students use their phones to cheat on tests, quizzes, and homework assignments. Several schools now require all students to rent a laptop at the beginning of the school year, and all assignments are to be turned in via the web. Smartphones are becoming a problem with interrupting class time also. Teens are overusing technology to the point that their schoolwork suffers. Technology is also creating a divide between relationships and families. Families rarely sit down to dinner at any time together anymore. Whenever families do sit down together, it's usually at a restaurant where most of them are too fixated on their phones to have a conversation. No one asks questions about the day. No one goes into detail of what their day consisted of. Parents lose touch with their children's everyday lives. Important discussions between parents and children are often held via text. Many parents often choose to text their child because it's easier than talking to them face to face. Many children prefer for their parents to text them. Texting is less personal than looking your parent or child in the eye and having a conversation. Topics such as sexual activity, falling grades, punishments, and several others are discussed via text instead of making your child face you. Technology is also allowing the bullying to progress to new heights. Social media websites are the primary site for cyberbullying to occur. Children or adults can use their own accounts or make fake profile accounts in order to harass and bully another person directly and publicly. There is no real way to prevent cyberbullying because parents do not actively check their children's online activities. Social media is so widespread that it's hard to keep up with all of your child's usage. Technology has also progressed to the point that children are able to see sexually inappropriate images at a young age. Nudity and violence is on cable television now. It's commonplace. Cable television shows regularly view nudity, violence, and foul language on most television shows. These programs are shown throughout the day as well as nighttime. The internet has become too easily accessible for children. Most children have a smartphone with internet access that allows them to be able to visit pornographic websites. Most of these websites do not require age verification to view the content. Pornographic pictures and videos are often pulled up due to the wording in the search bar. Children could be researching the reproductive system or a topic that pulls up a pornographic site, and the child may not have meant to access that site. YouTube is also a public app that can pull up nudity or adult content. So how do we fix this problem? How do we fix the gap that technology has created between families? Maybe limit your child's usage on their cell phone. Maybe make a rule that there is going to be no phone at the table. Maybe make a rule that parents and families can sit down and speak to each other at least 30 minutes out of every day without a phone being present. Technology has created such a gap between parents and children that there is no future if we don't do something now. The generation that's coming up will have no idea how to sit down and speak to someone. There has to be something that we can do about it. Thank you.